I guess I kind of followed a pattern, the same type of pattern that I guess that my old man kind of started, you know, becoming involved in gangs and crime and whatnot. I don't regret it, but I do know I've learned a lot from it, and most of what I learned there is just the fact that I don't want to be, you know, the average, you know, Manurewa stereotype. You know, I don't want to be the average guy who is always, I guess, limited because of bad choices.
Right, morning guys. Morning. Good to see you. It's good to see a few come and a few are not here, but that's all right, we'll carry on. I've got a little bit of a plan in my head, but nice to hear how you guys are feeling, and then I'll adjust it if I need to.
Self-esteem's a bit low at the moment, not gonna lie about that. I was contemplating just texting in that I was gonna make it in. But I guess that's what happens when you're coming off painkillers, you know, you start to try and doubt yourself. But I didn't even come today, and so I'm proud to be here and happy to be here with the boys.
When you're bringing a whole different guys, whether it's pre-season or in-season, we go through 4 stages, and one is the forming part of it, when you come together. The second part is the storming part of it, and that's when there's tension. Those tensions come up until you get to know each other. But when you get past that storming period, we go a place called the norming period. And once you get into that norming, then we start performing. At the moment, we've just come out of that, you know, just a little bit of niggle, but it's cool, that happens. But now we're going business as usual, we're norming. The next part of it is that performing. So we go to the board, then we'll run it. We'll walk through it. Then we go back to the board, and then we'll walk through it. So everybody's involved, right? Even, Del, this is not about, this afternoon you can go and blow it out this afternoon at Les Mills, but today is about training our rugby mind on the rugby field, okay?
When I came to course, the first thing I could think of was just trying to be me, not trying to be some kind of, you know, thug or gangster from Manurewa. I just wanted to just, you know, break away from that. I've had enough of doing the tough guy act. Someone else can do that. What I'm going to do is, you know, start this course and hopefully complete it and be an integral, you know, part of the team.
1, 2, 3.
We're going to see Neil and Tony, who have not turned up today. Yeah, I just want to pop round. You know, we're getting close. It's been 5 weeks. They've been good, but I just want to put a bit more emphasis on these guys turning up. You know, it's pretty important that they turn up.
Your destination is on the left.
I've come to get them out of bed. I want to know where they are.
Oh, he's gone.
Huh?
He's not here. Hang
Hi, how are you?
on. Hi, good, thanks. I'm Carmen,
Hi.
Neil's mum.
Oh, cool. How you doing?
Good, thanks. Well, the kids are in here, the girls are here. He's gone to the doctor just to check if he's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, just...
Sorry.
That's all right. No, I just wanted to pop round and just see where they are. Both him and Tony, we need them to be there, you know.
Yeah, that's why I asked him, are you sure? And he said, no, it'll be fine. He didn't feel well because he's got cysts in his ears.
yeah.
They had to be singed out.
Okay. And Tony?
And Tony went for moral support to help him.
Yeah, just pity I didn't catch the boys. I just wanted to give them a bit of a, you know, come on boys, you're important for us. Nice to see that they actually have gone to the doctor. And I'm going to sort out what the story is with both of them going to the doctor tomorrow. Holding hands, have to work that one out.
So when we call, whoever's going to call our maps, it might be ACC, we're going to go through ACC, Les Mills 1 maps today, okay? So basically, we've got the line out, 9 passes the 10, we go through a 12. What's a 12 again, Ryan?
Oh, cut.
Cut, yeah, cut with it. So you're going to cut with who?
With,
Yep, all right. From there, we're going to get our big boys carrying that ball. 1! It's been a tough week. There's a few boys that are a little bit sick, a little bit under the weather, and so we decided to shift our trainings indoors so we can do a little bit more mapping and understanding what we're trying to do on the rugby field and getting everybody engaged. A lot of them never played rugby and a lot of them have played more league than rugby, so it's been really good with JK to be able to, you know, profile them and put them into positions that we think is right for them. And a lot of them are not used to different lines, so that's our job to help them understand what the rugby field looks like and where to go. Get around the corner, Tony, too slow. Just get in position quicker. That's it.
For me, it's just humbling, eh? It's humbling to know that these guys who are pretty much the legends of their crafts and whatnot, they're not there every day barking at us to do this, do that. It's always, what do you guys want? How can we get you there? I guess that's the approach that I never ever worked with before.
Remember, we've got 500 brothers and 1,000 cousins. So no cousins, no bros. Just make sure you got names. Clear communication, names. All right. Good. Side, yeah, jump to the side. Nice work. Move right, spread out, spread. So it looks like one big back line. Hands out, hands. That's it, hands. Good work, boys. Right, that's good. Break. Okay. Just need to focus on your roles. So when you go to your notebooks, even just diagram them in, so you know. If anybody doesn't know their roles, go see each other. Right, there's going to be times it's like learning your huckers, learning your CVs. It's just learning our maps. And then once we learn our maps, that stuff from side to side, that's just playing off each other. All right? That's your brotherhood coming and playing and enjoying stuff. Carry, those sorts of language. Same way. We still yet to get them really used to the contact session. So the content component of it, of really getting in, hitting tackles and making tackles, we haven't quite got there yet, but we're going to get there because it's all good running the plays, but we're going to be running the plays with bodies coming at us. It's a different view, so that's something we need to build on. But we'll get there. We're getting there.
Some of you, by the end of this week, actually by the end of tomorrow, will have a job interview. And so it's important that you see the work that we have available at the airport through the partners we've got at the airport. They're looking for people now. So just so you know, there is work, and we're moving some of you into a stage of where we're putting you in front of an employer.
Oh, today is a really good day. We've got ARA, which is Māori for Pathway. It's an employment group from the airport that have come specifically to interview our young ones. I've had to really dig a bit deep because there's quite a few really shy sort of guys. But, you know, at the end of the day, you want something, you have to compete for it. If you don't compete, you don't get it. And that's just the way it is, you know?
What do you enjoy doing, though, the most?
In all honesty, sports. But yeah, in regards to work, I don't know. I've never really... I get bored. That's my biggest problem. I get bored doing the same thing day in, day out. That's my biggest problem. So yeah, I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Any time that I had nothing to do, I always go ask the boss, is there anything else you want me to do? And then he'll go, I need you to do like plastering. Have you ever done plastering before? No. I'll teach you.
Fletcher's Construction, who is working at the airport, they're one of the lead contractors at the airport. Have you heard of Fletcher's? Yep.
Big company.
Yeah.
One of the biggest in New Zealand.
Yep. So pretty big. They're looking to employ an administration person to work in the quantity surveyor space, and they're looking to take on a trainee person. So somebody who's got the foundation or the basic skills in administration, and then they'll take you through a process.
For me, the main trigger was always having money and never being happy, you know? Like always having income and then always questioning, like, I guess, mentally and I guess spiritually, why I didn't enjoy the money that I was making, why I couldn't enjoy the jobs I went to, and why I was always landing the perfect jobs, but never content.
Tomorrow at 1:30, you come to the other office. These are the directions for you to find us.
Okay.
We're done.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Yeah, and you'll see my staff and I tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, sweetheart. We're done.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, good luck for tomorrow and tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, it'd be good to have options, eh? You know, tonight and tomorrow. Cool.
Would you like someone up?
Yeah, that'd be good, thank you. Thanks. He's got the makings of it, yep, because he really just need the basic. I mean, he's also got restricted license, own transport, and quite focused in that way. So that's really all they have. He's got the right attitude, and that's sometimes all they need.
My main goal is number one, never see the inside of a prison cell ever again. Number two, to never have my name involved, you know, with anything criminal, anything to do with the law. And number three is to be an example, is to hopefully for, you know, my family and my future, you know, kids, and also for my son currently. I hope that they know that the cycle is only broken when we break it ourselves.
Whereas practice this at home, right? It's quite clear that I can only see one person doing it, leading it, he's put the effort in, but the other ones are sort of like, you're mystified by it, right? Everybody's had the words, have been up on the board, you need to go home and practice it, and I really mean that, right? It's just like our moves we're going to do, you need to understand how it patterns, because one person's out, the whole thing's going to break down, right? We look terrible. So let's do one more, and then we just got to move on back into our place, okay?
All right, together now, boys, all of us.
Yeah, that's...
Sorry, mate.
Turu whakamaua kia tina! Tina! Ongi e hui e taiki e! Koaira! Koaira! Aha ki te kura patua! Mua e tūne! Kibia, kibia! Kura kai! Kia rutua! Taku kura kai! Kino! Eino!
It's all right, it's all right.
That's right. It's a new haka.
Yeah, it's like a kuri kai kino e no
I appreciate that the haka is new for you guys and it takes a lot to learn, and I'm not learning it with you, but I don't ask much. I haven't asked much from you guys on this course, but I do ask that you learn the haka for next week. You're going to be filmed doing it. You've got Sonny Bill coming, you've got the head of Sky Sport, the head of the airport. If you get up in front of them and make a shit job, it's going to, yeah, so please put on that time when you're not here learning that, because it's going to be really special, and I know that you want to do a good job to do yourselves proud and do us proud, and do your families proud.
If you guys don't do it properly, I'm just going to walk away, so get it right, okay?
So it doesn't take much time, just we got to do the extras, boys. Do your hill sprints.
Yeah.
Do your training.
This is your test match. Yeah. So you need to prepare like it's going to be a test match. This includes haka preparation, your own, packing your own parachute, making sure your mouth guard's there, making sure your boots, you know, if you get that sorted. Everything needs to be in place so you don't have to worry about the game, because the game's going to be so intense after the haka that everything needs to be in place. So don't wait till Tuesday or Thursday to think, oh yeah, I better get this stuff ready. You need to prepare now, because it's the biggest game a lot of you guys will ever play.
Feeling a wee bit anxious for the boys today as we head into this contact training session. Wee bit different, you know. Generally, if you're working with a rugby team, you get a group of boys that come in, you know, with a base level of fitness and generally, you know, some experience in the game and used to the knocks and the impacts that occur in the game. Bit different with these boys, with our School of Hard Knocks boys. You know, for many of them, lacking that base level of fitness. Some of them never played rugby before, so. You know, getting used to the impact and the types of knocks they're going to take on the field is going to be something new. You know, a big challenge with this contact training they're going to face as well as the aggressive nature of it. Often, you know, in the environments that they've come from, the use of aggression wouldn't have been a positive experience for them. And probably some of the times where things haven't gone well for them has been, you know, when aggression and anger's got the better of them.
There's still plenty of examples out there of people not wearing mouth guards and getting their teeth knocked out. And it's not much fun getting your teeth knocked out. So it's really a no-brainer. Mouth guards work if you wear them. So make sure we've got some mouth guards here. We're going to get them moulded and fitted up. From now on, if you don't have your mouth guard, you don't train, you don't play.
Right, good tight, down, down, down. Good. Go, go, good. I'm not saying go straight through. Here, sorry, here. Go across, okay? All right, take him off, take him to a shoulder.
Don't think too much. Leg drive, get your body down like JT, but you've got to win the contact. It's about winning that confrontation, okay?
That's it, down, that's it, perfect. That's what we need. Don't forget, finish off, present it back for our team. The big fella, here he is. Oh, find your spot, find the weak spot, eh? When they're ready, go, 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 go. That's it. Oh, beautiful. Nice, Howard. Good boy.
Not the cork try.
Oh, good. Oh, it's just okay. Concussion.
Yeah.
Want to do a test?
What's up, Bubba? It's
Oh,
our first day.
let Isaac come in here. We'll just come over here. Let's come over here, guys. We'll just go through a quick test with Isaac. So that's only 2 meters.
Just feels like a big headache.
Space, okay? All right, so what we're going to do
Sore neck.
we're going to do 2 areas here. We're just going to keep it good.
I know, but I've done something wrong. Yep, not feeling too well. We better sit out for this, eh?
Bring the old trailer over and get him to sit up on there for a little bit, eh?
Yeah, it looks as though it's likely a neck sprain, but that's not my call to make.
Okay,
So we've done the right thing in taking him out. He'll need to see a doctor and be assessed by those that are qualified to do the job. So we'll see what the doctors come back with for that.
He keeps complaining of chest, but he hasn't ever done anything. He drinks a couple of these of Coke a day. So I just don't know whether... I'm just worried because he keeps...
So there's 2 on that list. So there's Awa and Val. You know, I mean, if we can get some minutes out of them, whether they're sort of buddy system on the field.
What's the rules? Can we?
Well, we can interchange on those 2.
Yeah.
So
I think so long as we're taking them step by step. I mean, if you've never exercised in your life, you're going to have a hard time trying to play a game of rugby.
what you got to do is you got to get rid of those arms. All right, grab his arms together and go up. Okay. Set. Go. He's going to come over the top. Watch him down, down. Those arms. That's it. Good, nice work, Dale. You're natural, bro. Man, carry. I'm right here. So once he comes down, I'm in here. Yeah. I'm right in there, okay? Come on, where's that comp, guys?
Nice. Good work.
Yeah, break. Nice work.
Quick learners, you boys. Very good.
Don't look at me. The ball come your way. Set. Go. Play. Good tackle. Over the top, yeah. Play up. Ball off. Can you rip it? Can you just rip it? Stop. Take it down. Rip it down. Score. Break. Right, at the moment we're going too high. Go too high, they'll brush you off, okay? Set. Go, carry, leg. That's it. Hold them up. Rip down, rip. Good work. Land, release. Oh, nice, dude. Beautiful. Here we go. Want to power this leg. Down. Oh, rip. That's it, good work. Release. Oh,
Do you the man, mate? Hey, loving that contact, brother.
Okay, boys, I want you to jog over to that pole there. Together as a group. Even if you walk the first part. Nice work, guys. Stay together as a group.
Hey,
Okay, we found a couple of little features in there. Hey?
Tell ya.
Neil.
Yeah. Neil was the one that surprised me.
I mean, you know, Andre's looking good after being sick, you know, coming back and
2 was the dark horse.
Yep,
So maybe
2 and Neil.
for 2.
Yep, and Neil too. There's just having that natural ability to turn over the ball. I just want to make special mention for 2. I thought you were outstanding today, you know, and I think Delray too. Just having that natural ability to turn over that ball in defence. But Andre, you know, you're my trainer of the day. You know, really good, especially being sick last week. So well done, mate. And thanks for showing your abs. All right.
Speech.
Oh, boys.
That was good.
Mensish.
Finding out that I'm a type 2 diabetic and finding out that, you know, something really needed to change. And that's when I realised, you know, although this program sounded much different to anything I had ever undertaken, I felt like it was time to make that change and time to commit and just do it. I guess that's one thing I always let limit me sometimes is I always look at things like, oh, what am I going to get out of it, you know? But this time when I looked at the course, it wasn't about me. It it was a strange feeling, like I needed to be a part of something different, just so I can look back later on and say to myself, I started something, I finished it, and I'm a better man for it at the end.
So you're going to court today? What time?
2:30.
Who's going with you? Dad?
Yeah, they're gonna meet me there.
Ifea? Medica? Far out.
So you've got defence and you've had your lawyer and... So first defence?
Yeah, that's my lawyer. I wanted to tell you earlier, but I was scared.
No, I'm pleased you told us. But so what's your lawyer saying then?
Yeah, stick up for me because I was drunk on the day.
And the worst case scenario is that it could be spending some time inside. Okay. Thanks for letting us know. I'll just have a quick chat to JK and we'll see what we can, what I think we can only really have a support role really, but we'll see one of us come and support you today.
Thanks for telling us, mate. Wow. Welcome to the School of Hard Knocks. That blew me away, that. I went to his house last week. Good kid. Seemed like a good kid.
Just, it's not so much he's a good kid, it seems to be the people that he's hanging around with. Yeah. It seems to be he's easily influenced. You make sure you look $1 million like you're going to your wedding. Yeah. All right? You look good and you show them, and you just show them what we can see. Yeah. Okay?
Always interesting when you come into full contact training like this in an environment, particularly if you're not used to it, how that plays out in terms of how individuals use their aggression in these settings. Your true character comes out when you're under pressure, physically, mentally, emotionally. So it's a setting where we can start to learn more about ourselves, how we interact with our team and others, and identify opportunities for growth. And you learn the consequences of when you make poor decisions. Life in general is tough. Life is probably the toughest sport there is. And there's a whole number of different dynamics playing out, and no matter what your background is, you have some form of stress and pressure on you all the time. And it comes in peaks and troughs, and the better you can deal with those peaks and troughs and identify strengths and opportunities within that and how to apply yourself, the better you're going to do in life. That's what the School of Hard Knocks is all about.
The one thing I've really learned is not to have too many expectations when you're going into something like this. So my first week was, wow, this is some real interesting characters and people, and then we got them on the football field and you realise, wow, actually, if you talk to someone on the other side of the world, they think every New Zealander can play rugby. But some of these guys had never done sport and, or done a little bit, and so different variations of ability. So that was really, really interesting. And then just the consistency of the problems in the way of these kids. And a lot of them are brought among themselves, a lot of them are, the environments that they're in, and just getting them to really change that. That's saying it's okay, these are normal emotions, but you've got to deal with the emotion and then work out if you're mad, you can't just go and have a joint, that's not going to take you anywhere.
The main thing is that we chase our dreams, because failures are not final. Everything has its purpose in life, and to chase those dreams, it might be difficult, might be hard, and people might go against it. But at the end of the day, it's about how content we are with the man that we look at in the mirror.